Name, image, and likeness is a great step for college athletes to just build their brand and get paid for their name, image, and likeness. With me, I'm still trying to figure out all the rules and um, regulations, but Coach Brown and a staff member of ours, Paige Diggs, has been really good. Just giving info about NIL to the team and to individual players like myself. Um, I feel like that I seen what I could do last year, so this all season I pushed myself even harder, and I feel like that's gonna make me have a better outcome in the 2021 season. Um, just me making plays with the ball when I get the ball in my hands. That's really one thing like that I wanted to come back this season to showcase is my ball skills and like my catching ability out the backfield, my route running. Him just taking charge of the offense. Him basically being like the general of the offense. He's recognizing the defenses and the coverages way better than he did before, and I feel like that's something he tried to emphasize this season. Um, not really, but I plan to just do what's best for my team and do all I can for my team in order for us to try to get to the Big 12 championship. Well, I do a lot of work with my body during the season just because how many hits that I take. I spend a lot of time with the staff and the athletic trainers, just stretching me out, giving me massages, doing all types of recovery to keep me at my A game. Yeah, that game at Stillwater was a hard loss. I feel like the team really um, played their best game, and it's also our early game, so it was also like a learning game for us as a team, and just to see where we at as a team. Yes, I believe so, cause like like I said, that was like a learning point. So I learned that like I can do what these other backs are doing in the Big 12. Like I've been knew that, but I finally got the chance to showcase it against like equal talent. Um, yes, like teams in the Big 12 usually run a three down, but we have teams like Oklahoma State, like Kansas State, like TCU that runs the four down uh, a lot. So it's not really a big difference, but it's kind of a difference like how I read my run schemes or how I pass protect. I don't think it's a rivalry between West Virginia and TCO because I feel like nobody works as hard as us during the off season. We have amazing strength staff and amazing weight room and recovery system. placed in for we can all be successful. Yes. DC's pretty close to my hometown, so um, the lawyer Alex had hit me up, and asked her to speak to my mom because I ain't felt comfortable talking to her because I didn't know the all the rules for the NIL yet. But as I started to talk to Coach Brown about it and getting all the rules together, I just felt comfortable that like she's here to help me and not to hurt me. Yes, one thing that Coach Brown said to the team about NIL is make sure you get a lawyer to read over all your contracts and make sure you're not signing your life away. And I feel like, and I feel like that me signing to the sports entertainment group was the best choice for me, so I don't have to worry about all of that hassle. Not really. I'm still a college athlete. I'm still in college. I still go to workouts every morning. I still go to class, all of that. But um, just the only change is like I feel like I get to provide for my family quicker than I was expected to. Not yet. Yeah, our line has grown this off season just because of the transfers that we got in, like Doug, and our two big freshmen alignment that we brought in. I feel like they're going to be a big aspect to the run game this year, and I feel like that we just going to start where we left off at last year. At first, I had trouble finding the meeting rooms because like they changed the whole like upstairs of the stadium. But I feel like our stadium is really one of the best in the country now, and I feel like we can use that to our advantage in the future. Yes. Definitely the fans and the atmosphere of a packed out stadium. I feel like the last year didn't really affect the locker room because we all in the locker room. We wasn't going to change. Like, we didn't have to sit like too far apart from each other. Like, we always together. We work out together. We eat together. We condition together. So, Coach Brown wasn't that big on being separated in the locker room. Me being an older guy in the running back room, I see like the younger running backs making the same mistakes that I made when I was a freshman, sophomore, junior. So I pretty much try to coach them and tell them like that's what I used to do, but this is how I got to change it, and this is what I did to change it. Um, Not really, but I have talked to like the younger guys about the transition from high school to college. Definitely the pass protection was a big part of my growth between my sophomore season and my junior season. So that's something that we have been working on. That I have been working on with the freshmen. I have been teaching them how to identify their defense, how to read schemes and things like that. Probably the cross cut zone because you can pretty much run off anywhere. Like it's not a designated spot you have to hit. Um, what we have did this off season that I feel like is going to give us a step going into this season is the captains taking charge of the whole team. We're a player-led team. Um, any concerns that the team has, they come speak to the captains, and we relate that to Coach Brown or whoever we have to relate it to. And I feel like um, us criticizing ourselves and calling each other out is going to make us have a stronger bond. I seen it this off season. This off season, there's something that we as a team put together and wanted to do. I say the communication between the offense and the defense. Uh, like I said before, I feel like Jared has has take has starting to take control of the offense. Has to start being a field general out there, and I feel like he's making that growth, but I feel like he can grow more into that playmaking quarterback. I have signed a deal already, but like I feel like NLI is a great aspect for college athletes. I feel like Coach Scott's one of the best running back coaches in the country. Just from our our growth from the 2019 season to 2020 season in that room, and that's like the run game. Cause coming to 2020, ain't nobody believe in our run game. They thought that 2019 was how we was gonna come in 2020, and Coach Scott took took some time off to regather himself and come and teach us stuff a different way to simplify simplify it. And I feel like he has done a great job doing that. Can you repeat the first part of your question? Um, I feel like 2020 is just gonna feel like everything's back to regular because people have the vaccine and stuff is not as strict now. Um, Coach Brown gave us the choice if we wanted to get vaccinated or not, but I can't speak for any other schools. I talked to J.R. Toothman. He had text my phone asking me if I wanted to come work a kids camp for him and meet future Hall of Famer Frank Gore, and I sent that over to my lawyer, and she looked over the contract and she said it was okay. So I decided to go do that with Dante and Darius, and I had a great time doing it. I feel like it's a great opportunity for teams that make it that far to showcase their talent even more. Like I said, um, the captains had took charge, and we sat down and really just talked. Like, what do we want? Like, what do, what do we want to do to prepare for next season? And that's something that we talk as a whole offense, and that's something me and Diggy has talked about just one on one. And we know that we we have to carry the offense even more this season in order for us to be a potential Big 12 championship contender. Yeah, it's all mind. It's all a mindset. Like the schematics still gonna stay the same. We not going. We still gonna run the plays that we run. So we just got execute and just be in the mindset like can't nobody in the Big 12 stop us. Um, I binge watch Netflix. uh, um, the recent shows, Sweet Tooth is a real good show. Um, what else? Outer Banks is a real good show. Uh, it's just so many. Yeah, but that's old though. That's old. Just come in with the mindset like you're gonna play. Like if you come in like, oh, I'm in college, is three other people in front of me, I ain't gonna be able to play. That's what you're gonna get out of it. What I learned just from being in college is these college coaches gonna play their best players. Even if you a red shirt, a walk on, or a freshman or a senior, if you can make plays with the ball in your hand, you will be on the field. Um, Football is a physical sport, so um, some defenses are more physical than other defenses, just because they blitz more or they run stunts or stuff like that. But I wouldn't like rank them in any order because football is just a physical sport itself. I feel like my best game last year, probably Oklahoma State. I know it was early in the game, but from just talking to Coach Scott, he said like I was hitting holes that wasn't even there, and I was getting in tight spaces and getting yards out of nothing. So I feel like that's something that I tried to work on this season to just to work on like if one of the linemen miss a block, I can still get positive yards. So like any game, like I got like more positive yards than negative. I feel like it is a good game. Um, no, I was fine up to Texas, and I had uh, hurt my hip like the first play of the game, and like my athletics training staff like fought. Like I was going through like 3 4 treatments a day just to play the next week and at when TCU came to us, and I feel like they helped me keep my body in tip top shape because I'm like I said before, I'm always with them. I'm always in there getting some type of treatment, getting some type of recovery. Yeah, my last 3 games, my hip was a little, but like I said, my training staff, like if I ain't had them, I only think I would have played TCU. Yeah. Um, just like I just knew in like close games, like I was gonna have to close the games out. I was gonna have to get a couple first games to keep the clock running, and stuff like that. So that's something Coach Scott had kept putting in my head. Like, all right, it's 4 minutes left. We need two first downs. I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna get you two first downs, and that's just what we did last season. Yeah, it's always room to improve. Like you're never gonna be the best at something, or you're never gonna be perfect at something. Um, I feel like image, likeness changes college athletes providing for their family. I feel like it gives them a jump start on getting their brand out there, getting what type of person they are out there. Yeah, I just feel like it's a great way for other teams and other players to get the exposure that they deserve or that they need. Yes, I do. I can't. I can't say. It's a relief, and I feel like this year, when teams do come to Morgantown, they're gonna have a tough time playing with us because our fans and the atmosphere of the stadium is just so intense. Great, great. Um, I'm not sure yet. That's something I'm gonna have to talk to Coach Parker about. I can line up anywhere on offense. If you ask me, I can line up wide out, slot, receiver. I can even throw the ball if they wanted me to. Just like it messes with the defense because a running back that's just coming out the backfield, they can just easily just throw a linebacker on you or something like that, because that's all you are doing is going to the flats. But if the running back lines up in the slot, they gonna have to bring another DB on the field or a smaller, faster linebacker. So it just throws the defense rhythm off in their tempo. Um, I just say put the ball in the hands of the playmakers. That's all. That's really all it is putting the ball in the hands of playmakers. You put them in the playmakers, it creates explosive plays. Yeah, but I can't get the ball every play. It's a lot. I feel like people are still doubting me, still not showing me the respect that I deserve. So what I plan to do this time is just show people like I can catch the ball out the backfield. I am as fast as any running back in the Big 12, and I can run routes like a receiver. No, not yet. Yeah, I feel like it's a great way for other teams and more athletes to get the exposure that they need and that they want. Me myself, I take care of my body. I'm always getting recovery. I'm always in the training room, and I feel like if a running back feels that way, they must not be doing something right. I feel like NIL is great for all college athletes just to get more exposure and to provide for their family. I know for me, it's an opportunity for me to take some weight off my mom's shoulders, and I feel like that it's just a great like next step in college football. Like I said, when first Brown first got up here, excuse me, that like like we were a team, but it was like groups. That group, this group, this group. But when Coach Brown first got up here, he like scratched all that out. He was like, I want the team to bond. Like I don't want individual groups. I want the whole team to be a brotherhood. And I feel like we, we have made that stride in the last 2 years. Yes, because I feel like when he first got up here, I was a sophomore. We had a lot of seniors on the team, and then like a lot of people transferred from West Virginia. So like we were a young team, and now we're kind of older. That like the older guys know like it's time to step up. It's our time to shine. Offensively, I'm gonna say Bryce Wheaton. All of like he come in early before workout and catch balls on a jug, stay after the workout and do extra lifting, extra stretching. So I feel like Bryce Wheaton finna have a special season this year. Um, I finna I wanna do the same thing I did last year, but even more effective and more earlier in the season. I didn't get 1,000 yards till like I think the bowl game, the last game of the season is when I reached my 1,000 yard mark, and I feel like I can do that this year in like 7 or 8 games. White helmet, blue jersey, blue pants. The man trip. Just because seeing all the smiles on the fans' faces saying "Let's go Mountaineers," it really just gets me ready and puts me in game mode. I feel like it's gonna give the team a little boost, a little more energy than we had last year. Football. What inspired me to start playing football is like I feel like I was just thrown into it. Like my grandmom always wanted me to play football because my uncle played football, and he had passed before I was born. So at a young age, I started playing football at 4, and ever since then, I've been played each year, and each year I got better and better. I would say the nap room. The nap room was my favorite part about the new facility. Yeah, a lot. I feel like us as a team is tired of being disrespected, tired of being the underdogs, and I feel like this year we want to show the Big 12 and the whole entire college football that we are one of the best teams in college football in the Big 12. Of course. Texas. Just because I got hurt the first game of the season, I didn't really get to do what I wanted to do during that game.